So if you didn't take the quiz from last week Friday, that quiz is waiting for you in the resource center. Dude, if you wanted to come join one of the other tables so that you're not all by your lonesome, you can, by all means. You know what I mean? Okay. Looking ahead to this week, we've got normal type classes all week, some lessons. We're going to get into constructions this week, so I'm kind of excited about that. Get to use some come by and all that fun stuff, and yeah. And then we're taking a quiz this week, and then the test is next week. Don't freak out, Julie. I just wrote the test today, and it's 6 pages long.
Oh, what?
I'm not lying. The test is 6 pages long.
Is it like one problem like per page or like
Pretty much 2 problems per page.
Oh.
Yeah.
And this is,
What was that?
Yeah.
Just flat out say that I hate you?
On my birthday, Peru.
Yeah. Yep. Well, see, but here's the deal. I gave you room to work. Like, you know what I mean? So, plus, especially with the construction, you gotta have room to show all your construction.
by the way, did you say test or quiz?
We have a quiz this week, test next week.
And the test is the one that's 6 pages long?
Yes. Yep. Okay. All right. So let's jump into the retrieval. We're gonna do one of them in number 1. We're gonna skip number 2, and then I'm gonna turn you loose and have you do number 3. Okay. So if I'm looking at letter A here, if I want to find the values that will make the equations true, that means I need to solve for A, is all that's saying. Okay? So I need to get A all by itself. So 14 is being added, so I'm going to subtract 14 from both sides. That's going to give me A squared equals 50. Okay? Do I have A by itself yet? Nope. So what do I have to do? Divide. Square root. There was the one that I was looking for. Square root. Anybody know what the square root of 50 is? 5 square roots of 2. Yep. Now, in true math, because we introduced the square root, okay, that means that we are adding a solution, so really that this should be plus or minus 5 square roots of 2. When you take the square root that you put in the equation, then your answer after that has a plus or a minus attached to it. Okay? Because a negative times a negative is still a positive. Okay? Negative 5 square roots of 2 times negative 5 square roots of 2 is still positive 50. Okay? I'm not too worried about that plus or minus right now, but just know that that would be their normal. Okay? So, what I would like you to do now then is I would like you to find me the exact perimeter in simplest radical form of pentagon PQRST. I did. Yeah, right. Gotta find this side length. I gotta make a right triangle. 1 and 2. So 1 squared plus 2 squared, it's going to be c squared. So that's 1 plus 4. So that's 5 is c squared. So that's going to be the square root of 5. Agree with me that QR is the square root of 5. Okay. Then we go to RS. That also is a triangle with a side length of 2 and a side length of 1. So that's going to be the same math. So that one's going to be the square root of 5 also. So far my perimeter has the square root of 5 plus the square root of 5 plus next one now here is this one. That's got a side length of 3, a side length of 1. So that's 3 squared plus 1 squared. That's 9 plus 1. That's 10. So that's going to be the square root of 10. This one here is 3 and 1. So that's going to be the same there. So that one also will be the square root of 10. And lastly, this one is 2. Because we can just count that one. Okay. So if I've got 1 square root of 5 and I add to it another square root of 5, that's going to be 2 square roots of 5. If I've got a square root of 10 and I add to it another square root of 10, that's going to be 2 square roots of 10. And then 2 just gets added on there at the end. Okay? Agree? Love it. So, today, what we're going to be doing, where did my, oh, I put it there, that's why. Today, we're going to be determining if a quadrilateral is a certain one, is a specific one, okay? So, if a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, now this isn't in your notes, but you should put it somewhere in your notes. If a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, what do you have to show? That the sides are parallel, so you have to find four slopes, right?
It has 4 sides.
Actually, here, let me. Okay. What do we need out of those 4 slopes? No, just for a parallelogram. So what does that mean? That wouldn't be parallel. So how many pairs of sides have to have the same slope? A pair is 2, right? But in a parallelogram, we have to have 2 pairs, right? Yep. Okay. Okay. So we have to show that we've got 2 pairs of parallel sides. Okay. What else do we have to show? What about the side lengths? Okay? So you've got to show me 4 things for the slopes, 4 things for the side lengths. Okay? Okay? So if it's a rhombus, what do you have to show me? Okay.
All sides are congruent.
So what do you have to show me?
They have to be all the same size.
So what do you have to show me? You got to find 4 side lengths, right? And what? So what do you got to show me after we find 4 side lengths? No.
The
2 pairs.
No. So all four are equal, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. What else do you have to show me? Nope, don't have to show me that.
All properties are.
So what do you have to show me?
You have to show the
You gotta find four slopes. Seeing a pattern yet?
Yep, wait.
What do you gotta show me with the slopes? Two pairs are equal. Okay? If it's a rectangle,
All four angles.
what do you gotta show me? So what do you gotta show me? Four side lengths. Okay, we'll start with the side lengths then. So we're gonna find four side lengths. What do you gotta show me? We have two pairs are equal. Okay. Now what do you gotta show me?
You have to put the angles are 90 degrees.
How are you gonna show me that? You gotta find me four slopes. See the pattern yet? What's the pattern?
4 side lengths and 4 slopes.
You gotta find four side lengths and four slopes all of the time. No matter what it is, you gotta find me four side lengths and four slopes. Okay? What do you need to show me here with the slopes? So how do we show perpendicular? Opposite reciprocal. So I need two pairs. So two pairs of opposite reciprocal sides. Yes? Okay? If it's a square, what do you have to show me?
4 sides.
Four side lengths.
All 4 are equal.
All four. And then you find the slopes. Four slopes.
Nope.
Opposite was
So kind of like what the rectangle was.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So for all of them, how many things do you have to find from the start?
8.
8. Okay, you gotta find four side lengths, you gotta find four slopes for every single quadrilateral from here on out. Okay? Four side lengths, four slopes. If it's a parallelogram, you're gonna have two pairs of equal slopes, two pairs of equal side lengths. If it's a rhombus, you're gonna have two pairs of equal slopes, all four side lengths are the same. If it's a rectangle, you're gonna have two pairs of equal side lengths and two pairs of opposite reciprocal slopes. If it's a square, two pairs of opposite reciprocal slopes and four equal side lengths.
Isn't this on our yellow, like, window card or whatever?
On your toolkit,
Yeah, that's
not written like this, it isn't. It just has the properties.
there you go.
Okay? Alright? So, question number 1 is, we want to figure out what ABCD is. So what do I need to find?
The four side lengths.
4 side lengths first. Okay. So what is the length of AB?
What's this? Square root.
What do you got? 6. I got a length of 6 there.
Oh,
What is the length of BC? What do you got for the triangle? 4 and 2? We want the length.
it should be square.
So I get 2 square roots of 5 for BC. Yes? CD. What? 6? AD.
Oh.
What do you got? Because it's got a triangle again of 4 and 2. Do I have so far the classification for a parallelogram?
Yes.
Yep, with side lengths, I'm good. Now I got to figure out slopes, right? Okay. What is the slope
It's 2x for 80.
for BD?
80.
For AD, it is not 2x. What is the slope of AB? 0, right? Subtract the y's over subtract the x's. 12 minus 12 is 0. Negative 10 minus negative 4 is negative 6. 0 divided by negative 6 is 0. Slope of BC. What do you got? 2. Okay. Rise over run, right? We went up 4. We went right 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. I would concur that the slope of BC is 2. CD. What is the slope of CD? 0. And what is the slope of AD? 2 also. No, you said 2x. It's just 2. There's a difference. Okay? Do I have a parallelogram? Yep. I've got 2 pairs of parallel sides. I've got 2 pairs of opposite equal sides. Yes? Okay. Can I classify it as anything more? Yay or nay? Why not? So it's not a rhombus because it doesn't have 4 congruent sides, and it's not a rectangle because it doesn't have 4 or 2 pairs of opposite reciprocal sides, right? Okay, which means then it's not a square. Okay, right? So it's not. It can't be anything but a parallelogram. Okay. You now do the same for EFGH. You find me if EFGH is or is not a parallelogram. let's see, we've got 10 there and 2 there. So that would be two square roots of 26. And a slope of negative 1/5. For that one. Then we'll go FG. Let's see, this is 2 down here, this is 9 down there. So that would be square root of 85, or this is FG. And that would be a slope of 9/2. Agree with me on that? Yeah. Okay. Then GH next. So that's 11 there, and that's 3 there. You get the square root of 130, and down 3, a slope of negative 3/11. Let's see, this is 3 there and 8 there. So what was that? EH, HE? Do we have a parallelogram? Nope, we don't have any equal slopes, right? No equal slopes. No opposite reciprocal slopes. No equal sides. So, not a parallelogram. Best name that we could give this one would be what? Quadrilateral. Next page, now it wants us to determine if A, B, C, D, and E, F, G, H are rectangles or not. Okay? So what do we start with? Side lengths. Okay? Okay? So let's start with side lengths. Side AB. How long is side AB? 10? What is the slope of side AB? 0. So it's got a length of 10 and a slope of 0. Okay? Side BC. What is the length of side BC? 4. What is the slope of side BC? Undefined. Is undefined slopes perpendicular to 0 slopes? Yes, so that's good. So we've got one set where we got one perpendicular side. Okay? There they come. There's the eyes. They were all rolled up in the back of your head. CD next. How long is CD? Slope of CD, 0. Okay, now we got two sets. Okay? And then AD. How long is AD? 4. Slope, undefined. Do we have a rectangle?
Yes.
Yep, we do have a rectangle. And can it be anything more than a rectangle? No? What's the only thing that it could be more of? Like, we'd have to see if it was a square. And do we have 4 equal sides? No, so it's just a rectangle. Or at best, I should say, it is a rectangle. Okay? You now find if EFGH is or is not a rectangle. So that's 8, and that's 6. So then 8 squared plus 6 squared is C squared. So then that's going to be 64 plus 36. So that's 100. So C is 10 there. So that gives me a length of EF is 10, and the slope is negative 3/4. Yes?
Yeah.
What's up, Julie? Sure. If that's what you got to do right in the middle of me teaching, then that's what you got to do. Okay? All right. This one, then. So we went 7 here and 9 there. So 7 squared plus 9 squared is C squared. 49 plus 81. So that's going to be 130. So I got FG here is the square root of 130, and that would have a positive 9/7 slope. Yes? Do I have a rectangle? Yes, I do.
No.
Why not? These slopes would have to be opposite reciprocals if it's a rectangle. Do I have a rectangle?
No.
No. Okay?
No, it's a quadrant.
We don't know that yet. Okay? We just know that it's not a rectangle right now. Okay? Is it a rhombus? Yes, we do.
Oh, no.
Why not?
No.
The side lengths are different. Okay? So it's not a rectangle and it's not a rhombus.
It could be a
Okay?
parallel.
Is it a square?
Oh.
No. Okay? So the only thing that we're left to check is if it's a parallelogram or not. Well, that would follow if it's not a parallelogram. Okay? Alright? So my next one here is H and G, or GH. So that's an 8, and that's a 6. So that one's going to be 10, just like the blue one. and that would give me a negative 3/4 slope there. Okay? Then I've got this one, which would be up 9 and 7. That would be the square root of 130 and have a 9/7 slope. Parallelogram. Yes? Yep. So now it's a parallelogram. That's the best classification we can give for it. So is it a rectangle? No. Is there a better name for it? Yes. Parallelogram. Okay. Alright. Sneak peek of your homework this eve. So the first 8, I believe, on page 12, the first 8 are solving those equations for either A or B. So basically, you're solving the Pythagorean theorem. Now, instead of for C, you're solving it for A or B. Okay? We can handle that. Next page, 13. Okay? It's asking you if it's a rectangle. What do you got to show me if it's a rectangle? 4 side lengths, 4 slopes. Okay? If it's a rectangle, what do I know about the side lengths? 2 pairs of equal side lengths. So I should have 2 pairs of equal side lengths there. If it's a rectangle, what should I see in the slopes? So I should have all of them be opposite reciprocals, right? Or 2 sets of opposite reciprocals. Yep. Okay. If it was a rhombus, so same figure. So after you figure out those 8, the 4 side lengths, the 4 slopes, then it's asking you if it's a rectangle, if it's a rhombus, or if it's a square. Okay? All right. Same thing down here. Determine what the best name for it. Tell me what it is. And then on the last page of your homework, then that's all finding perimeters again. Okay? So you're finding the perimeter of each one in exact radical form. Okay? Have at it.